Once you have logged in to the Aspen Parent Portal, please scroll down and find the Initiate button on the right side of your screen. Click that button to begin the workflow selection process. Once that new screen opens, you're going to want to click the drop-down and select Contact Verification. This populates a magnifying glass to the right of the student label. Please click on the magnifying glass to select the child you want to complete the workflow for. Please note that you must complete one contact verification and consent workflow for each child you have enrolled in the public schools of Brookline. For the purpose of this video, I will be completing the workflow for test student number 5 by selecting the radio button to the left of their name and clicking OK. Once I know that test student number 5 is selected, I know that I'm going to be completing the workflow for this particular student. Select Next to open that workflow. Once the workflow is open, you will see demographic information for your student, emergency contact information for your student, permissions and consents for your student, and finally, a student agreement at the bottom. Any changes to demographic information need to be communicated directly to your child's school. If you need to make changes to your address, you will want to begin the change of address process with the Office of Registration and Enrollment by clicking the form listed here. Any changes to contact information can be done directly on this workflow. You can add new contacts by clicking the Add button. You also can edit contacts by clicking the button next to each of your emergency contacts listed here. Consent changes can be made in this section. You have the opportunity to make changes or updates to media consent and directory information that PSB will or will not share with internal and external organizations. Please make sure you are reading all of this information in detail and send any questions to either the data team or to your child's school. Lastly, you want to make sure you are agreeing to both the student and family handbook as well as the student-parent agreement regarding student technology use before completing the workflow. Both of these can be found on the links in this particular section. Finally, in order to save your information, you must type your full name and initials, click Next, and then finally make sure you are clicking Finish at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen in order for your information to be saved. Again, you must sign, initial, and click Finish for your changes or updates on each of the sections to be saved.